Jon, first off, what's your assessment of the last couple of results and performances against Hull and Cardiff?
Well, I think the last one in the league at Hull, it was a great result. Some really good performances in difficult conditions. I don't think the pitch was great, and I thought the lads put a real shift in, but we saw some great football played and a real battling performance and got the job done, and it's exactly what we needed at the right time. So, you know, we're full of hope going into the next few league games. But yeah, great performance and really good for Ali to get that goal on his debut as well. In Cardiff, yeah, a bit different. Obviously, really disappointing to be out the FA Cup, to be 2-0 down in 20 minutes. But then to come back 3-2, it was really good attitude. Some really good football play by the players. And then to lose it on penalties is always disappointing. But we saw, some players really battling through. We had a few debuts in the game. Young favour to come and play, so you know we knew where we were with players that were cup tied and injuries at the moment, so we'll take it in a positive from it, that we're just going to focus on the league now between now and the end of the season, and it allows that Watford game to stay on the Saturday, so less midweek games for us, which we'll take that as a positive. But you know, it's always nice to go on a cup run, so we're obviously very disappointed to be out.
It was a quieter January window than in the recent past. What were the reasons behind that, and how would you assess the business that was done?
Well, when I came in last year, I was well aware of the situation we were in terms of what we can and cannot spend. We obviously lost, Tom Cannon. Just to note, we thank Tom for everything he did at the club. We thought we finally got a striker to get us 15, 20 goals a season, and he was on 11 at the time, and to lose him was a blow. But to be able to replace him with Ali, who I think can go on and possibly get us 10 goals between now and the end of the season, is a great bit of business from us. But it's always difficult, in the January market, because you want to plan summer to summer. To bring in the left back, I think that was reactive to the situation at the time, and Mark had worked with Josh Wilson-Espran before. I was very happy to bring him in. There's obviously the situation with Eric and with Ender, so to have cover and a player that's able to have that championship experience at left back was a good addition. And then the last loan spot was an attacker. There was little bits we could have done in the window, but I think it's important to get the right person in and the right player in that can impact the team rather than just fill the team full of bodies. We've got a lot of injuries at the moment, and I think over the next few weeks you'll see 5-6 players coming back, and suddenly Mark's in a situation where he has to leave quite a few senior pros off the bench. So that's a situation we want to be in.
How would you evaluate the impact both Josh and Ali have had so far?
Yeah, I thought both players haven't played a lot of minutes, so the first thing is getting them up to speed, which the coaching team do a great job of. Then it's not injuring them straight away and pushing them out for 90 minutes after 90 minutes. So Josh is seeing a bit more game time than Ali was playing at the weekend. He's done well. He's played in a couple of positions. He played left back and left wing. But I think as the more the season goes on, the more quality and the more fitness you'll see from him. And Ali obviously hit the ground running with his goal, and he offers that little bit different. And he's been really good foil for Nathan next to him so far. But he offers that speed, presence, an attitude of. He's sort of the type of player that I think the fans will really take to. I know what he have, but I think you'll see his work rate and his attitude and desire, and that's moving forward. I've said it from day one. That's the type of player we want in the building. With that, because that's what we want to see from a Stoke City player, and I think that's what the fans can really get behind.
Lewis Baker, Nathan Lowe and Ryan Mai have all returned from loan spells at other clubs. What are they bringing to the team on and off the pitch? So
obviously Lewis, we had a recall on. We were a very young team. We had a few injuries, and the first thing Mark said was, "Can we bring them back?" And we did. And I thought he's offered us that experience in the middle, and that something that we might have been lacking in some games. And he's played near enough every game for us now. And he's a good guy to have in the changing room. He's first in, last out every day, and he leads by his attitude. So it's a good one for the young ones to look up to. And Ryan May. So we didn't have a recall clause, and he's had a difficult time with injuries. So we've got him back in, and we don't think he's too far away. And obviously, with being so short on numbers and looking the way we are, it's a no-brainer to try and get back in. So Rapid were amenable to it, and we were able to cancel his loan and get a good deal in doing so for him to come back. And as I said, I don't think he's too far away, but he offers us something slightly different. We know he's not he's not in the same mould as an Ali. He's a different player. He's a player that likes to link up and drop in. So he could be really important between now and the end of the season. But let's get him right over the next few weeks, and hopefully he can make an impact for us. And Nathan, Nathan obviously went away and scored a hell of a lot of goals for Walsall. And it was that debate: do we leave him there? Do we bring him back in? And just where we were at the moment, again, Mark came in, and a player that can score goals, an attacker, a traditional number 9. Although he's playing League Two, a goal's a goal. If you're able to score goals, you can do it at any level. So we made the decision to bring him back in, and he's played. It's not he's come back in and not played, he's played. So hopefully we can get more goals out of him between now and the end of the season. But yeah, it's great for him to come back, as his aim is always to play for Stoke City. 3
players have joined the under-21s in recent days. How important was it to keep an eye on the future of the club in the transfer window?
We're always looking to improve the standard of every academy level. 21s is no different, and you know we're delighted with the 3 we've brought in. Area from West Brom, Ruben from Man United, and Favour, who got released by West Ham. So you know, you've seen at the weekend, you know, Favour made a real impact, and just going back, he had a crazy 72 hours where he's played in the trial game against Huddersfield here. We were all watching and brought him up to the office straight away and tried to explain to him, look, there's a pathway for you here. He's something slightly different. You've got to make your mind up on a player quite quickly, but I think once you see someone has something, you know it's there. So we brought him in, told him there was a pathway for him, and tried to describe what that could look like. He obviously made his mind up very quickly, and within 24 hours he was training with the first team, and he was on the bench, and he got to get on the pitch and make an impact. And it's something you sometimes get from younger players, that fearlessness. I spoke to him this morning. I said, just don't lose that. Don't go safe. Don't turn into a player that just passes it sideways and backwards. You want to be an attacker and make something happen in the game. And similar I've said to players that have gone on and thrived in the Premier League when I've been playing with younger players, that do something in the game that gets people off the seats, makes them stand up. And you know, I thought he did that. He did that at the weekend, and I think we'll probably see more of him between now and the end of the season. But you know, he's a pretty level-headed guy, and I think you've seen from his interview after the game, he's discussing he's got to make an impact in the 21s, and again, great attitude to have, and that's something we picked up on him straight away.
There was talk of a late bid for Wouter Burger on deadline day. What can you tell us about that situation? You
know, a club made contact quite early on the window about Wouter, and I told them at the time, do not leave it till the end of the window. If it's someone you're interested in, don't leave it to the end of the window, because if it's something that the club can't turn down, I need to find a replacement of Wouter's stature to bring into the team. It's not an easy player to replace. So that conversation went quiet and then got picked up in the last day of the window. So, you know, I explained it to them. You know, we're in a really difficult situation. I was very open and honest about it, which he appreciated. We got that relationship. And he was, you know, he was of the mindset, look, if something happens with this team and you accept something, so be it. If it doesn't, I'm all hands to the pump here. If football's football, I'm fully committed here, and I think we've seen from his performance on Saturday, that's his mindset, and I thought he was excellent for us. So we need good quality players on the side and people who are going to battle for the team, and as I said, I think Wouter's shown that on Saturday.
Finally, what are your aspirations for the final third of the season?
We've got to really push on. You know, we're not in a great place. Let's make no bones about it. We're not where we want to be. But we've got Mark at the helm now in terms of an experienced manager, knows how to take a team from where we are now to into the playoffs and in the upper echelons of the league where you want to be. So I think we'll see that now. We've got a lot of players returning from injury. He'll have options to choose from. We need a full fit squad for him to have those options off the bench and real change the team around as and when it needs be, with a demanding championship schedule. I think we'll see good football from the team, but a team that shows real desire. And I think at the weekend, especially being 2 down, to come back into the game, I think we need that desire going in between now and the end of the season, and really pushes on further up the league.